Good morning. I look like hell. Yeah, it's 5 o'clock in the morning here in Los Angeles. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm on the camera. I think I'm on the webcam because I wanted to say some things. I'm going through some problems, um, but we're always going through problems. The big point here is, where do we go when we have some problems? I mean, who can help us? Who's going to help us? I saw some things on TV about deregulation before Obama got in office, when Lil Bush, George W. Bush, when he was there, um, he let all the big people, the people with money, the big investors, they deregulated everything. Deregulated. That means no government policing or regulations on things. It they said, well, let Americans practice what we've been doing in America, what made America successful, capitalism. Let a guy get an idea and go out and make money. And if he's not hurting anybody, let him make money. I don't know if they even put in that part about not hurting anybody, because it's pretty hard to do all the things that corporate America does today without hurting somebody. Um, I guess when the guy first starts talking, a line is drawn in the sand, and all the people that have money to invest and don't want to pay a lot of taxes, they go to one side, and all the people who are working, tax-paying citizens, they go to the other side because they need to have a home or an apartment and send their kids to school and eat and try to have a car and um, fuck. I mean, nobody even thinks about a vacation or I've read as many books as anybody, anybody you could think of. I've never been anywhere. Um, Probably some bad decisions on my part early in my life. I'm not sure. But where do we go? I was going to do the video and I was going to turn on my Internet Explorer. And then I'm thinking, well, no, I go to Yahoo. But if I go to Yahoo, it seems like whatever I do on Yahoo, um, some big companies or advertisement people get it, and then I start getting a lot of mail. I can have 200 emails and delete them all. I can have 500 spams and delete them all. You would think that, well, okay, I'm cleaning up my email, everything's gonna be okay. But no, it the, you get 500 and you delete them or clean them up, you'll get 700 tomorrow because somebody somewhere at some big mainframe is looking, and they know you're getting the mail. They know you're looking at it. They know you're doing something with it. So you might see it. So let's do that. Now, if you don't want that, what can you do? Well, you can get a virus control. You can get something to help you. You think you're getting a little smarter with the computer, so you find out about virus control and firewalls. And usually you think about McAfee or Norton. Hmm, I don't know. I use Norton, but I have used McAfee. But when you think about it, um, you're on all these websites and you use McAfee or Norton as your antivirus and firewall protection, and and then they have all your information. They have your whole life in the backup log history log. Um, so where do you go if something goes wrong? I mean, you got to figure out if something's going wrong. You got to first figure that out. Um, I mean, you don't the way things are, the people in Hollywood. You wonder why they're not making great movies like they made back in the day, or the singers, songwriters, musicians. They probably don't even have a musicians local union anymore because you got all these programs. You can just make music with the disc. You can upload Fruity Loops, or I don't know, that's probably old time, but you can upload some music thing and just make music. Guys that really play music, I mean, shit, they're living at the barber shop or under the freeway somewhere. But where do you go? Who do you see? You think you're getting smart, you play on the computer a little bit, you find out in the address bar it says http colon slash slash www dot wherever the hell you're going. And then sometimes you see https. And then you think you're learning something when you figure out that the S means secure. Well, secure for whom? Or to whom? Secure. What could possibly be secure on the internet? Um, I had Wells Fargo to come and evict me and my family on July 17th, 2011. In 3 months, I could file for my retirement benefits. I paid into the FICA Medicare program from my paycheck in 1966. So, and back to the story, in July 17th, I got evicted. I was trying to get a modification. Um, my birthday is October 21st. So, in 3 months and 4 days, I was going to get my retirement benefits, which right now is more than any modification that they even talked to me about. If I didn't eat, if I didn't have a car, it was okay. I would have kept my house that I had for 14 years because I could pay the mortgage payment with that high ass modification if they charge me that much. But that was a couple years ago. I've told that story so much. Um, I had some lawyers interested in it when they were first going to sue Wells Fargo last year. Um, they probably used my story as a sidebar. I don't know. I never got one penny out of it. But who do you go to about that? Who do you go to about that? I had some things happen with my nursing license. I've been a nurse for some years. And I went to a site and it said Nurses Union, and I talked to them and sent them some documents. And somewhere down the road, about a month later, a lady mentioned a name that I had seen on like the enemy list. So some papers I had and I was reading. And then she told me her name, and I kind of, well, I didn't force her, but I said, no, no, who are you? What's your name, your first and last name? Who do you work for? And, because she was representing the Nurses Union of California. She was located in Sacramento. And after 2 or 3 minutes we talked, she worked as an attorney. She was also a nurse, for the DA's office. She worked for the nursing board, and she's handling my case. I'm pissed off at the board. I think they've done some incorrect things, and I've been spilling my guts out talking to her for a month. And then I find out that she works for the board. Well, I don't need to tell you. I wouldn't be probably looking like this if you've got any sense. You would think, well, either this guy woke up at 3 in the morning, or he's not a very wealthy guy. You know, one of the two. But it's actually both those things. Uh, but where do you go? What do you do when something happens to you? I got so many stories I could tell about things. I mean, who, but who's watching? Who's policing? Who's setting the rules and regulations? Um, Forget about the foreclosure. Just trying to get a place to live in LA. A human being can't go and get a Section 8 or some help from the government or city or state anymore. No, you can't. It's closed. They don't. The only Section 8s allowed are given to investors who get deals on land that the government is taking from people. They get a deal on it, and they buy it, and they have some contractors that they import, build a building, and they do all the paperwork. They hire some people. You got to have a degree too to do the leg work. You get a BA in something, and anything, and they let you be a manager, regional director, and you get all the paperwork, and you read it, and you find out all the specs, that's specifications. You find out what they need in the building, in the apartment building, what has to be working, and how the doors should open, and nothing should be in the covering the windows, and the fire alarms working, and da 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 da. And you got to pay rent. But those people at the apartment building where you try to rent an apartment, those are the people who have the open ear of the Section 8 people, not the human beings, not the citizens, the working tax-paying people who Section 8 was designed for. Uh, Unless you got both your legs blown off in Iraq or Vietnam or something like that. If you just worked all your life like a damn fool, like they decided many years ago with the no representation, then no taxation, when they started America, and what it was really meant for the people, by the people, of the people. If you're just a working person, you're just ass out. You're ass the fuck out. Who do you go to? Who the fuck do you go to? You want to ask me how many letters I've written to Barack Obama, or to HACLA, or Operation Hope, or the hemp program, or whatever program. My favorites bar on my computer is so filled up. It asks me to clean it up every couple times I get on. I write all those people. You know what they do? They send me an email with the other people. If I write to Operation Hope, they'll send me letters for Section 8, HACLA, FHA, HUD, and they'll send me all those letters. And when I go to those sites, some of the numbers don't even work. You hear what I'm saying? I'm saying HUD, FHA, HACLA. Some of the numbers have job assisted hotlines, 24 hours. When you call it, it says this number is no longer working. How does that happen? Who do you tell? How do you tell them? Who do you tell if you knew who to tell? What would happen if you told somebody and what would they do? Well, they got to make their little mortgage. See, 'cause those people know that even if they got a job and they're making their mortgage, there's a way for the big corporate American companies to take their home anyway. So they don't want to make any mistakes. They don't want to get involved. They don't want to help anybody. I mean, help who? Who are you? You're just an American. You say you've been working since '60s. You're working. You're paying taxes. Um, so why should you get any benefits from America? I mean, what? I got to keep my job. I work for corporate America. All the programs that the government, the city, the state gives you, it's no longer open or available to working, tax-paying citizens. It's available to the people who own and run all the businesses that tax-paying Americans pay or charged by to do their living and expenses, things we have to buy. We have to live, we have to have a car, we have to buy food. Well, any help in all those areas, they're not just given to people who spend the money in those areas. They're given to the people who sell those services to us. They are the ones who have control. That's a goddamn shame. Wow. This is Primo RJR at viewfromthehood.net.